iced out Florida license plate, a $500,000 box of crayons, and a literal diamond-plated toilet.
Perfect.
These are the stupidest pieces of jewelry ever bought by rappers, with 21 Savage creating a necklace to honor his own head. The 100-carat piece took 2 months to complete at a cost of $125,000, and was so over the top he retired from buying jewelry afterwards. Every time I meet someone who's very, very rich, like wealthy, I've never seen them with jewelry on, although Lil Pump apparently ignored the message, as he'd have his own face made out of diamonds less than a year later. At a cost of $360,000, Lil Pump's chain received comments such as, "Imagine the pain knowing the colossal waste of money this was, only made worse given others thought it didn't even look like him. I look more like Lil Pump than that chain, and looks like Gollum." Although after showing the chain off in a GQ episode, Lil Pump flexed another piece of jewelry which was somehow even stupider. The chain reading Drug Addict was bought for $380 grand, which when combined with his Eskedet and Gucci Gang chains meant
Oh, não. Como que é? Nossa senhora, mano.
When combined with his Eskedet and Gucci Gang chains, meant Lil Pump spent over $1 million on jewelry items that are no longer relevant. However, this is nothing compared to how much Rick Ross spent to put his face on a necklace, given he'd purchased this atrocity
Caralho, que horror, mano. Caralho, só parece um emoji, mano.
For $1.5 million, or about 5 regional houses. For whatever reason, the chain also featured its own Rolls-Royce logo, although in case this wasn't dumb enough, Rick Ross then ordered a second chain of himself wearing the first chain.
Ah, não! Maior com ele usando a... Ah, não!
So Rick Ross could wear Rick Ross, who was wearing Rick Ross.
Rick Ross usando Rick Ross usando Rick Ross, perfeito.
Wearing the first chain, so Rick Ross could wear Rick Ross, who was wearing Rick Ross. The necklace might have been inspired by the game's equally funny Jesus piece wearing a Jesus piece, although in terms of Jesus pieces, they get
Jesus piece with Jesus piece.
Game's equally funny Jesus piece wearing a Jesus piece, although in terms of Jesus pieces, they get much worse. For example, Lil Boosie's Christ the Redeemer pendant was bigger than an infant.
Maior que o nosso Cristo, mano. Mais caro que o nosso Cristo, essa porra. Caralho, o cara usando o Cristo Redentor é sacanagem, mano. Não.
Lil Boosie's Christ the Redeemer pendant was bigger than an infant, weighing in at 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms, which when combined with his equally crazy Holy Bible chain, not only made him look ridiculous, but likely also gave him back pain. It's therefore no surprise that after Boosie flexed the chains on Instagram, his audience stated, "Bible says don't worship false idols, this guy gets a Holy Bible gold chain, SMH this generation man, and this is whack on so many levels. Please hire a financial advisor today." Boosie claimed to have bought the chains because God had given him everything, although in terms of God honoring jewelry, Boosie's was only the start. Because at the 2010 BET Awards, Kanye West unexpectedly walked out with the biggest chain ever worn by a musician, honoring the Egyptian god Horus, which hung lower than his waist. The chain accompanied an equally crazy 24-carat 5-finger pyramid ring, with the 2 items costing a total of $300,000. Complex wrote about the piece in 2016, stating, "This shit is dumb, this chain is stupid, like 2 + 2 = 7, yet Lil Baby apparently thought this equation was normal, as he dropped thousands of dollars on a Rolex and iced out chain for his son's 3rd birthday. This was followed by a further $100,000 worth of jewelry for his 7th birthday, which understandably attracted criticism. Instead of buying his son assets at a young age, he buys him liabilities. Great parenting. What does a 7-year-old need jewelry for? Let the kid grow up and play with toys. Rappers raising their kids to go broke. Too much resources at too early of an age spoils the milk, given Lil Baby's son's next chain might have been a $500,000 box of crayons. Sean Kingston bought the piece at the age of 17 and had to have his sister mail it across the country when the necklace needed repairs. However, Sean Kingston's $500,000 chain was stolen from the mail. The authorities were alerted about the missing bling when the ship package arrived at the jeweler's shop empty. Kingston's sister reportedly only ensured the extraction extravagant parcel for just $500, yet this might have been a good thing. The ugliest necklace ever. Whoever took it did the guy a favor, but this isn't the only ugly necklace that wound up getting stolen. After dropping $1 million on a chain reading Ice Age, Mike Jones went to bed and woke up to the piece missing.
I was sleeping in my house one day and I woke up.
Óbvio que sumiu, né, mano? Óbvio que alguém vai pegar e vazar, mano. Ai, que
Necklace that wound up getting stolen. After dropping
Olha o tamanho dessa porra de diamante.
$1 million on a chain reading Ice Age, Mike Jones.
Ah, que isso. Olha o relógio do mano. Ai, meu Deus do céu, velho. Que estupidez do caralho.
Went to bed and woke up to the piece missing.
I was sleeping in my house one day and I woke up and my homie stole it from me, you feel me?
Really?
My homie.
And while you could argue that the chain wasn't ugly, his negligence made the story pretty damn stupid. $1 million worth of jewelry around his neck, and he fell asleep without first locking it into a safe. Genius, although there's nothing less genius than Ply's entire jewelry collection. After dropping his 4th studio album called Goon, Ply celebrated its release by ordering a diamond-encrusted Goon snapback, an iced-out Goon license plate, and so many Goon ski masks it's hard to even count them. However, his stupidest piece of jewelry might have been his iced-out clothing iron, or his ridiculously large gold Cuban chain, which weighed in at 15.5 pounds or 7 whole kilos.
Meu Deus,
My IQ just dropped
kilos.
20 points by watching this video alone. At least Ply's jewelry made for a funny story, as the background behind Lil Jon's awful Crunk Ain't Dead chain was nothing short of depressing. Lil Jon was so confident that the crunk genre of music wouldn't die, he blew $500,000 on the necklace back in 2007, in the process setting a Guinness World Record for the largest diamond pendant in the world. However, just a year after making the expensive claim that crunk wasn't dead, the genre died completely, leaving Lil Jon with a totally irrelevant chain. It's therefore no surprise people have said Lil Jon's 500k Crunk Ain't Dead chain really hasn't aged well, although there's an equally terrible necklace that caused even more damage. T-Pain's big ass chain.
No.
After first buying it, he'd write on Twitter, "I told everybody I'm not playing no more. Anybody wanna try outdo me, then we're going at it like next door neighbors." Believe that. 10 pounds, 197 carats. Very, very real. I don't know what fake feels like. Unlike almost every other piece so far, T-Pain has since talked extensively about the chain, including the reason he initially bought it.
It was a dare. Some dude on the side of the stage before I went on stage said, "I bet you won't get a chain that says big ass chain."
How much it originally cost him,
How much?
Oh,
Not
400, 400.
400,000?
Yeah.
and how much it's worth
Sabe o que ia ser
now.
mais?
It's therefore no surprise T-Pain called the piece his biggest financial regret.
The dumbest shit.
Like, I've done some dumb things,
Yeah,
but this one up here.
With the item being so ludicrous, most of the public thought it was fake.
I always thought it was fake.
I thought it was
Until
fake
you
too.
said
I
that.
ain't
it
gonna
was
lie.
yeah,
real.
yeah.
I was like, nobody. You know why I always thought it was fake? 'Cause I was like, nobody would really buy that.
It should have been.
I was
I
thinking the
wanted
same
it
thing.
to
I was
be.
like,
It should have been fake.
In addition to the big ass chain, T-Pain spent a further $400,000 on a range of liquor bottle
pelo amor de
jewelry,
Deus.
which he then somehow misplaced completely.
so what happened to those bottles? You still have those? You belted those down too?
I don't know
Perdeu.
where they are.
You don't know none of those?
Oh my
I
god.
lost them.
You lost them?
Yeah.
So $400,000 is gone in the wind.
Yeah.
Which was something that couldn't happen to Lil Wayne's teeth, but this is also what made them so damn stupid. You see, while most rappers go for a removable diamond grill, Lil Wayne spent $150,000 to have diamonds glued onto his actual teeth.
See, these don't come out like the
But
other
are they all
girls.
diamonds?
Cara, eu achava que era removível, mano. O dele é real, o dente, o cara grudou no dente o diamante, velho. Aí vai lá, ó, o diamante, né? Vem aqui no dente, tá ligado? Grudou. Aí ele fecha a boca e abre, vai rasgando a gengiva aqui dentro, tá ligado? Imagina que gostoso. Aí vai abrindo, sangrando, olha que bom.
Oh, yeah.
Aí tem que ficar assim, ó. Yeah, I put it like diamonds because I think it's cool, like has shine teeth. Olha lá, tá vendo que ele tá com a boca assim, ó? Porque se ele ficar abrindo e fechando, vai ficar raspando, rasgando e vai acabar com a gengiva e ele vai morrer com infecção.
meaning he needed to brush them after every single meal and could only take them out with a highly invasive surgery. Lil Wayne went to jail roughly 1 year after getting the diamonds, yet was able to delay his sentence by complaining his teeth hurt, with 6ix9ine also showing that jail and bad jewelry often go hand in hand. On the cheaper end, 6ix9ine spent $750,000 on a diamond-covered Bruce the Shark from Finding Nemo, yet there were $2 more $1 million chains which were even dumber purchases. Firstly, there was his spinning rainbow 6ix9ine pendant.
Ah, pelo amor de Deus, rapaziada. Tanto dinheiro pra umas bobeiras dessa, mano. Pelo amor... É estúpido, mano. Se for, faz, sei lá, faz um relógio só e uma necklace normal, tá ligado? De diamante, acabou, não precisa mais disso, não, velho.
Which he proudly covered in water to prove that it was waterproof, although he should have taken the chance to show off his second $1 million chain, which acted as a water pistol and simply said water. However, if we're on the topic of stupid functional jewelry,
A chain se chama essa water. É a porra de tobogã. Que porra é essa? Que horror.
that it was waterproof, although he should have taken the chance to show off his second $1 million chain, which acted as a water pistol and simply said water. However, if we're on the topic of stupid functional jewelry, then Soulja Boy's Lamborghini necklace has to come next. Soulja Boy explained that he'd bought an actual Lamborghini and needed some jewelry to match, so he'd spend $250,000 on a Lamborghini chain, which had moving wheels and its own remote control, meaning
O cara pegou a porra de uma Lamborghini de brinquedo, de controle remoto, colocou diamante e colocou numa necklace. Eu não acredito.
he could drive the chain in various parts of his house. Soulja Boy eventually gave the chain to a friend as a birthday present, although he still had other pieces of highly speculative jewelry. For example, he dedicated a different piece.
Uma chain de diamante da porra dos Autobots, mano. Eu não acredito. Eu não acredito. Ah, esse cara não tem o que fazer com o dinheiro mesmo, velho. Nossa, me dá um pouquinho só, velho.
To the Transformers movie and spent $500,000 on a mediocre chain reading "The world is yours."
The world is yours, verdade.
Although while Soulja Boy might have owned the Earth, the entire solar system belonged to Takeoff.
Ah,
The
não.
monstrous piece featured 4 planets.
O cara fez sistema solar de colar de diamante, meu Deus do céu. O que tá acontecendo?
2 stars, the sun, and its own NASA rocket ship. The piece was valued by a jewelry expert who appeared on GQ.
That setup right there, to get done with all those carats, all that ice, at least $500,000.
Although the other 2 Migos members might have taken things even further. For example, Quavo spent $250,000 to put himself in the Ratatouille movie, which accompanied 2 equally wild Yoda and Crash Bandicoot chains, neither of which were as crazy as Offset's most viral piece, a diamond-encrusted trap house.
This is $250 a quarter.
Vou fazer um Jack Sparrow de diamante quando ficar rico.
It's heavy too. It's more than a kilo.
The chain was hailed as being, quote, ridiculously detailed, complete with graffiti, an oven, and 2 figurines of Offset, both of them armed, although the trap house wasn't nearly as gangster as Shorty Lowe's crack vial on a necklace, or Method Man's
Ah, o cara não colocou crack no bagulho com diamante, não acredito. Ah, não é possível.
figurines of Offset, both of them armed, although the trap house wasn't nearly as gangster as Shorty Lowe's crack vial on a necklace, or Method Man's ice pick chain, which he couldn't get past TSA security
Ah, não, pô. O cara vai ser preso, pô.
because they thought it could be used as a weapon. Ghostface's Versace medallion was somehow even more obnoxious, especially when combined with his solid gold eagle bracelet.
Ah, é o bracelete de ouro aí, mano. Porra, foda, mano. Caralho, virou herói já.
Although for Young Jock's Hustlenomics chain, there are simply
H. Caralho, bagulho gigante, mano.
no words to explain how bad it is. Rather, we might have to look at the jewelry owned by Lil Duval, whose entire collection is designed to mock these other rappers. For example, he showed up to a birthday bash wearing a plastic fake-ass chain before trolling every other rapper with a diamond-encrusted toilet. He then posted an image of rapper chains to his Instagram with a caption reading, "My toilet chain almost 10 years old, and I'm still shitting on all of you." Although if there's one man who could out-troll the troll, it's gotta be Flavor Flav, whose oversized diamond-covered clocks are so damn stupid, it makes him an extremely memorable artist. Giving off a similar vibe as Slick Rick's atrocious satellite dish-looking Rolex, satellite dish-looking Rolex, which was shown on GQ with the rest of his chains, all of which were bought because of their crazy size. I love how he keeps trying to put meaning
Caralho, mano, esse cara é doente, mano. Olha isso daqui, cara.
bought because of their crazy size. I love how he keeps trying to put meaning behind the reasons he bought his jewelry, but it really was just because it was the biggest thing in the store. But if Refresh Shark Teeth Grill has taught us anything, it's that rappers buy these terrible pieces of jewelry so they can stand out from the crowd. And whether that be DJ Mustard's mustard bottle, Waka Flocka's Foghorn Leghorn Rooster, or Just Blaze's PS3 controller, it's safe to say that these rappers have achieved exactly that.
Ah não, o cara fez sucrilhos. Ele fez sucrilhos do Tigrão, não acredito. Caralho, velho, que doideira, que bizarro.